was my 3-foot cock, I won't know.
It's such a relief to see her in such a good mood. It's been a very tough few months. I must admit, she must have been upset that her magical skills have not...
Hey everybody, we're the Bayou Boys. I'm Boudreaux.
And I'm Thibodeau. And there's 3 things that we love doing: eating boudin, eating crawfish, and watching WGS-TV.
Do not adjust your screen, guys and gals. Yes, we are on the next installment of Sakura Spirit on WGS-TV for the I'm the Wrestle Gamer, along with Studley, Van Ashley, and Lance, and it's a hell of an image, I'll tell you that, but Maiko-chan fell from a tree. You know, it's not a porno, as some people would probably think, but this was the last line in the last episode, so... Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, sorry about that.
I guess we've learned that fox spirits can be pretty chunky. I mean, clumsy. Or maybe that Maiko's even cuter up close than I had thought.
I'm wondering why that's he got a little bit of that hard landing for her.
Penetrative, remember.
Well, what, Takahiro? I think you're mistaking me for Oni-sama.
Nope, I'm talking about you. You have that innocent side to you that's really charming. I wouldn't be surprised if lots of people from the village would want to claim you as their adorable little sister once we've cleared up those misunderstandings.
Why would they want to claim her as the adorable little sister? Why not girlfriend?
Hey, we started off with a guy being pervy at his own sister.
Oh yeah, you got a point there.
I'd be happy to call you my brother, Takahiro, but lots of people in that village are super mean. I want to just spend the time with you and Oni-sama.
Freedom! Brother? How about darling? That wasn't done in a northern accent because it just didn't seem right.
Darling? I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Really? I think we'd be a cute couple. A hero and a fox spirit. Living happy ever after. Your sister could stay too. Freedom! We could raise a little family. Incest. I mean, we already have a house, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. And any guy from my world would kill to have a pretty wife like you. I held back a chuckle, knowing all too well that my teasing was taking effect, and yet I was also happy to see her spirit seemingly lifted, as well as her boobs.
Hey, thank you, Takani.
I think Taka-kun will be better. Machiko-san probably wouldn't like another sibling, but I'm glad you cheered up. You didn't seem too happy. Proofread. You didn't seem too happy earlier. The way your tail and ears were hanging low reminded me of a scolded puppy.
Oh, right. I was just thinking, it's all. You know about that spell? I wanted to try the one that needs a silky wedding undies.
Wedding sash. It's kind of like a belt the bride wears during the wedding ceremony. I doubt any spell involving panties would be a good idea to cast. Especially if it was for chlamydia.
Think about the statement.
Oh, I thought it was like wedding undies that you wear on your wedding night. Anyway, the spell. I don't know why, but I wanted to try it for a little while now, and well, it's a gate spell. Not like those temporary ones. Those are easy to manage. A permanent one, like a portal to a different place.
Sounds interesting, but are you sure it's safe? Stealing lines from Marathon Man.
Silly Takami.
Nobody got that on the call.
That's not the point. This spell, it might be able to help you.
Well, that's good and all. I prefer not ending up in the middle of the sea or a live volcano. I think we should be a bit more careful with your magic.
I'm a good age.
That's what Harry said when he told Atlantis he had a solution to their water shortage.
I don't get that reference.
What's Atlantis?
Her chest.
Well, that's Atlantis.
Oh.
Well, no. In the background is the added land, and in the foreground is a tit. In a city with high ambitions, sunk into the deep due to poor management. Some people call it Disney World, but I don't. Anyway, I think it's best if we get an expert's opinion before we try anything. We're going to visit this Sasori anyway, so maybe she'll be able to tell us if your spell will get me home. Again, there is no choice here. This isn't a game.
Wah! But Su-chan told me you shouldn't use magic at all. She said it was only for her to use or something.
Maybe she had a reason for saying that. Like, maybe... I don't know. The spells have side effects. Giant cocks.
You're just like Oni-sama. She forbid me too. But I showed her that spells could be helpful. And that I can control them. So she let me do more research. I'm not going to throw spells around like they're nothing. I'm not a dumb little kid.
Oh wait, she's a kid. She's not legal, people. She's not legal. Why is she sat there? I'm not going to do anything. Besides, you seem old enough to take care of yourself. She's a kid. Not that I know how old someone like you might be, but...
I'm 4!
Okay. Beware of the dark side of magic. In most stories, magic usually comes with a price. Like, what would you do if magic gave you a terrible tummy ache? Or headaches? Or worse? HIV.
Oh, damn.
Or diorama. I mean diarrhea. Then you better prepare a gate spell to the nearest bathroom.
I do get headaches. Those aren't really all a bit of a big deal. And to get to do a lot of things for Oni-sama. I'm not going to change that ever. So there! I'm still sat on your crotch.
I always said I wasn't going to make you do anything. However, what you do need to change is the fact that you're straddling me. Oh, yeah, it actually came up!
Came up.
You're rather close, so I'd appreciate it if you could get off.
Ah, but you're so warm. I could just curl up and sleep on you.
And I'll come in you. Wait. Don't go falling asleep on me.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do something like that out here. Maybe tonight, though. It's only fair since only Sama got to do it. But more importantly, pudding pop.
I better stop saying that because there could be lawsuits involved.
We need to get back inside. Oni-sama is probably wondering what's taking so long.
I couldn't really argue with the girl's impeccable logic. That isn't how you spell impeccable. Proofread. With a smile, I helped the girl to her feet and gathered the few fallen apples in the basket. She was sat on my dick for 2 hours. I didn't bother.
Why would you?
Yeah, why would you?
We returned to Machiko and enjoyed our dessert together. Apple pie. Shame Jason Mewes stuck his dick in it. It wasn't too long after that Maiko started to feel sleepy. So Machiko took her to bed, wishing me a good night. Jokes from 15 years ago.
The next morning. Braille.
Right. I woke the next morning to the sun filtering in through the wooden blinds and yawning loudly. The girls had very graciously given me an entire room to myself, and it was certainly a lot bigger than my room back home. No computer with porn, though. It was still early in the morning. Likely a bit before breakfast, I decided to spend a short moment to gather my thoughts. It was clear that in order to learn more about my situation, I need to pay a visit to the shrine. Maybe I could even find the answers to some of the questions that have been lingering in the back of my mind for a while now. Maybe I could wonder why we still haven't had a choice in this thing if it's supposed to be a video game. The fact that Machiko seemed surprisingly nervous at the mention of Tsuyuri's name made me wonder about their relationship. What could possibly have happened to make Machiko react like that? The apparent hostility between the villagers and the fox spirits was another issue altogether, though. Of course, I couldn't forget about the fact I needed to find a way to get home as well, because fuck everything karate competition. Just as I finished gathering my thoughts, Maiko's voice resounded from the downstairs. From the downstairs. The downstairs.
Takami! Breakfast is ready!
It was...
You go get Oni-sama?
Sure, we'll be right there. Where the hell is the other woman? I quickly made out my way out the room, finding myself within one of the corridors of the mansion. Once outside, it didn't take long for me to find Machiko wandering around the corridor, her lips curving into a smile when she saw me. How she did that, I don't know.
No need to look for me, Takako. Maiko's voice reached me loud and clear.
Good morning, Machiko-san. Did you sleep well?
It was a decent sleep, although perhaps a bit lonely. However, you seem...
So lonely, so lonely.
You seem to be going along well with my little sister, Takani, was it? Perhaps I should consider you my rival in the quest for the heart of our dear Maiko-chan. What the fuck?
Let's be honest, these two are a little
off. Off is a word.
No, let's be honest. That's what I was. Dare I say cat fight or fox fight? She seems to like it. I guess I'll be stuck with that name for a while.
Oh, it is not to your liking?
No, I prefer to be called Black Panther.
Perhaps you prefer Darling instead.
You were watching us?
Indeed. It was taking you both such a long time, I grew rather curious and snuck out.
Peeping Tammy. Right there. She's living up to her name. But I didn't see you at all.
Well, I am a fox spirit. Hiding myself from humans is like playing hide and seek with a child.
Then why didn't you use your hiding skills to hide from the guards?
Now that you mention it, the thought never occurred to me.
Plot spoiler.
Well, it certainly was fun getting chased by them. I'm getting people. I'm getting people in the house now looking at me like, okay, what is wrong with you? Then again,
I'll do the voice then, Billy.
Well, I can do it though because it's making everybody laugh.
Just do the normal voice rather than the high pitched one.
Unfortunately, Maiko does not have the best control over her change. She is far too excitable and is unable to maintain the illusion. It is her one magical blind spot.
Proofread.
Yes. Ash?
Eventually. Yeah, sorry, this call was a bit off. I'm sure it wouldn't have been fun if the Sunday Tyrant had caught you both.
That certainly wouldn't have been an unpleasant experience. Then again, I'm sure you would have ended up saving me, wouldn't you, Takakun?
I noticed a subtle change in Machiko's voice as the sweet, sugar-coated words caused my cheeks to flush red. More spanking!
Screw you, Takahiro.
I wasn't really any good at dealing with this girl's flirty attitude.
And neither am I.
Stepping backwards, I turned towards the stairs at the end of the corridor and replied in a hurried tone. Maiko-chan is waiting for us. And with that, I rushed towards the kitchen, with Machiko giggling behind me as she followed.
Good morning, both of you. I picked up some eggs and toast for you. There are some oranges, too.
Where's the bacon? Oh, wonderful.
Where's the sausage, you mean?
Wonderful. Thank you, little one. You are getting better at this.
To wake up knowing a pretty girl made my breakfast. Oh, it's good to be alive.
Perhaps you would enjoy having one resting by your side as well?
That's a bit overkill, especially considering the condition of said girl. I recalled the sight of Machiko sleeping yesterday and my cheeks immediately grew red. All this spanking. I quickly sat down at the table, trying to distract myself by changing the subject. So, how about those sports teams? So, thanks to you two, I learned a little about this world. How about I return the favour and talk about mine? Do you have anything you want to ask?
Yeah, what's CNN? Oh, yes, I want to know. What are the spirits like in your world?
Spirits, you say? I thought about a question for a moment before I replied with a sheepish grin. Well, in my world, spirits only exist in folk tales. They appear in stories, and certain religions even worship them. But it's not like we got them running around like they do in this world.
Folk tales? Worship? Your world is strange, Takakun.
Ah, that's kind of boring. What about your life? Are you a defender of your village? You something that had said about judo before. What is that?
You mean judo? Well, in my world, people go to this place called school. Hey kids, you shouldn't be playing this. It's basically a place of knowledge, where you learn a lot of things before you're considered an adult in our society. But in my world, the defenders are known as the police. That's the sound of the police. They keep things peaceful and such, unlike that piece of music. I'm just a student. I guess you could say that I'm studying to become a defender, not just of my village, but of my whole country. Oh wait, this is the bloke that eventually 5 years later becomes that cop in the raid? Holy shit. This is awesome now. It was a bit exaggerated, but it felt kind of nice to call myself a defender. Power of Grayskull.
I have the power!
Hey, that sounds weird. That sounds weird. Is the police like the army or something? Defending the whole nation?
Pole dance!
Your world is very strange, Takakun.
So is my narration. I wouldn't call it strange as she goes on. It's this world that's weird. But no, the police is like the guards in the village. We do have an actual army that defends the country, though. Pretty shit. But, you know.
Either way, your world sounds like fun. Especially if everyone's like you. Anyway, Oh no! Oh no, damn it! You don't need all that worms in them.
I thought the worms were in our pants.
Yeah, Onisama. Did you forget to check them again?
Oh, how terrible. I must have been overcome with fatigue and never gotten around to checking them properly.
Lazy bitch. Sexy.
Ooh, big old lazy blue meanie.
That's true because she's in a blue dress. I would just
Have to go and get some apples instead.
As Mahiko went outside to grab some apples, my eyes drifted towards Machiko, who was observing me with a content smile, clearly pleased with something. Whether it was my 3-foot cock, I won't know.
It's such a relief to see her in such a good mood. It's been a very tough few months. I must admit, she must have been upset their magical skills have not been progressing as fast as they once did.
We all have our ups and downs, especially me at the minute, especially when it comes to studying. I still remember how I used to dread exams. So little time for my judo. Made me rather sad at times.
And on that
You were sad because you missed judo. Get out of life!
On that note, guys and gals, we're going to end on this image right here. So, with that being said, for Ashley and Lance, I'm the Wrestle Gamer, saying, how can you be sad looking at that?